All right, it's getting to be morning time. We're gonna go put the ribs back on the fire. Perhaps they'll finish cooking this time. And then I was thinking I would like to try the crowbar on one of the windows as an experiment. I'll be darned. You look at that. That was cool. I hope you saw that. For those of you like me who did not see that, we're going to do that again. Look at, I'm pointing my little X per my subscribers, assistants. Thank the Lord for that guy. Sorry, for that person. Pointing at the corner right there, and then we're going to right click, and you're going to hear that noise. It sounds like nails being pulled, and it's going to pop free. Bam! Now that's just amazing. Notice that our windows don't have any glass because we're probably going to walk forever to find any sand to make glass with. It'll be disappointing, but it'll be what it is. So we're going to put this window back in here, this frame, and we're going to celebrate the fact that we know how to use a crowbar. I wonder if the crowbar works on... Wow, there's our meat burning. Not yet. I wonder if the crowbar works. This might be the hammer, I guess. It seemed like I destroyed it when I used it, though. The hammer on it, that is. Okay, not cooked, not burned yet. And let us not get too excited, because it'll be just my luck that I'll take off without keeping the meat safe. That would be disappointing. Put the stick back in here. Let's put the pelts in here. There's 8 of them, I think. And we could make some more clothes, and we will wait because we need to go see if our ribs are burned. They don't look cooked, so that's disappointing. We're gonna run up here, and yes, we're gonna go ahead and get a drink out of the pond because we're here, we're at home. We're going to make sure that our water skin is full, and we're going to run right back down here to see if our meat is finished yet. Ribs apparently take quite a long time. So let's take a look. Tools. Now the scythe, that's the one I wanted. 2 stick and 2 iron ingot to cut the grass. So we want to let's make that while this thing's cooking. How many sticks do we have? We have enough sticks and enough ingots to make a scythe. Let's do that. Let's create one of these. And then we'll put our materials back. And we're going to put this scythe in our hand. And we're going to go out here and check the meat. And then we're going to run over here and we're going to cut this grass. Now, the interesting thing about cutting the grass as opposed to raking is that it's probably going to grow back. And I'm thinking that we'll go ahead and do this as an experiment because I kind of like the grass. It's kind of nice, especially when it's cut and not all out of control and long. What, you think we should check the meat? All right, we'll go check the meat. Let's go check the meat. I don't know. It doesn't look cooked to me yet. Let's go cut some more grass. Besides, if we cut the lawn, we will build up an appetite for eating meat. Well, the lawn is getting trimmed around the homestead. That'll be less areas for critters to hide in, like snakes. No, I haven't seen any snakes. Would be interesting if that was a part of the problem, though. Could you imagine running into a venomous snake because you didn't listen to its warning? You got bit, and if you didn't figure out how to make an anti-venom, you had a risk of dying. Would that be interesting or what? That would be some interesting coding. Figuring out how to make that work. Get bit and then you got, 50% chance of death. Okay, let's go check the meat again. Okay, not quite there. Got a nice little lawn going on here. And now with this cut, it might be easier to see the flats and how much we got to flatten it to build another building. And I don't know, should we build another building or should we go find a beach to lay on? I mean, get sand from. Because, we're going to need windows at some point. And we will need glass. And I believe we'll need lots of sand for that. To make glass. And we're probably going to have to update our furnace to be a proper smelting furnace for that kind of thing. And, yeah. All that kind of interesting stuff. I bet we should check on those ribs again. Yep, let's go check on the ribs because they're probably burnt. Come on! How long does it need to take to cook these? Am I not inside the chunk? Is that why they're not cooking? That's disappointing. So we've used our scythe though. That's a pretty good tool. Oh, look! They cooked. Hot dang. We have food 4 days at this point. Potatoes and tomatoes. I think that is cooked meat as well. I think we need to organize a little better here, folks. burnt food. Probably if we had like chickens or pigs or hogs or something, we could feed the burnt food to them. I don't know if they'd even notice, right? Carrots and watermelons and strawberries and lettuce, broccoli, corn. I think we're okay for food for now. I'm hoping you're thinking I'm right. In the meantime, that means we've got our water thing. Do we make another one? Or do we test this one and see how long it lasts? I don't know. But we have mowed the grass. I'm curious how long it takes for the grass to grow back. And if I wanted another building, would I build it right there and level that area out with the rake so I could build another building here? Hey, we didn't burn it again. In case anybody's paying attention, we did not burn any meat today. I am so happy about that. So thankful that I managed to figure out how not to burn meat. Yeah, as he says it, and then, you know, 2 or 3 episodes from now he does it again. Shouldn't get too full of myself, I understand. I'm doing okay, but I'm not that good. I get it. I'm sure you'll think you'll think nice thoughts, and hopefully you'll enjoy these videos of me not burning the meat. I thought maybe if I left the stumps, you know, rooted in the ground, that they would grow back. And I'm pretty sure that this stump right here, I probably cut that tree down when I first started building the homestead, because it was close and it was easy. And I'm willing to bet that it's never going to grow back, which means all the rest of them that I left out there, instead of taking all of the wood, I left some of the wood behind by not uprooting the stump. It'll be a neat trick. We'll get all this grass cut, and we'll see if we are patient enough to test the idea that it might grow back. You could be cutting grass for days. I'm sure there's probably a way to do this. I don't know. We'll just leave it be. This is all part of the survival. Clearing your area, clearing your territory, claiming your patch of dirt, subduing it so that it does not continue to grow that which you do not want it to grow, which is weeds. Like those weeds. Yes, I can't decide if I think I need to consider mining up the ore to upgrade the bench to make some better tools. And perhaps we'll have to create an outbuilding for that, so that we can work on weapons of mass destruction for which to kill the moose with, or which to travel further and to protect ourselves from the bad guys. Haven't seen any yet. Don't think I've actually seen a real bear yet. Not that I don't know that they're out there, because I have been killed by mountain lions I've been killed by tigers. This was a long time ago in a previous version of the game. I have been killed by bears and tigers, so I know that they're out there. It's a very interesting lawn. It's very unlevel. Something I feel like this could be one terrace, and then perhaps and we could flatten this way down and make another terrace like this one right on across, and so we might have two terraces. I don't know. But we have definitely cut the grass with our scythe. I'm glad we took the time to find that out, because the other cutting tool was not quite hardy enough, and this is definitely better. And we have found strawberries in the grass. See, that's awesome. When you cut the grass, you find food buried in the grass. That is just amazing. I'm not quite sure, but I gotta check and see what those ferns are for. Did we actually get a fern out of the deal? No, we're just destroying them. Well, if we were near wild boar, there would be no grass for them to hide in, and therefore they would have a lot of trouble attacking us. But we are not near wild boar or bears, just goats, and we just killed the last goat, so I don't know if they'll ever respawn. I don't know if we'll ever have cows again, and we aren't killing the sheep, so that seems to be like we'll be okay there. I just don't understand the respawn rate, and I'm not too concerned. I'm having a good time. Hope you're having a good time watching me cut the grass. Yeah, I know. It's exciting. So exciting cutting the grass. I'm sure there's going to be other ways to do this quicker in the future. Maybe we'll be able to create a combine. A giant lawnmower. I suppose we'll have to find some way to power it, which will require petroleum products. And I haven't really checked, but I don't think that's going to happen. It was a fun dream for a moment there, right? A giant machine. Unfortunately, most of this ground is very uneven, and we would probably have to spend days leveling it before we could run a machine across, unless we could find a machine that would level it for us, like a grader. I guess we're gonna have to start really mining the crap out of ore so we can make things and make giant smelting machines, have multiple smelters going at once, and have to figure out where we're going to get all the fuel for these smelters and such. But, you know, I don't know if we'll have to worry about that stuff. Right now we're just cutting the grass, and we're going back and forth across the field, cutting the grass. We've opened a wide swath of mowed lawn, and I'm curious. I think I will leave it be and see how long it takes for it to grow back, because really it's kind of a nice view. But do I really want to have to cut the grass once a week? Maybe not. Might not grow back that fast. You never know. These are the questions of the curious mind. Okay, I gotta tell you, I feel like going on forever. I really do. But I really should stop with the mowing of the grass. Put the sickle down, the scythe, and step away from the scythe. Can you imagine how many people probably cut their leg off with one of these things, using it incorrectly? Oh my gosh, the blood would have been amazing. missing body parts, people walking around with nubs because they were foolish and did not trust the tool and know the tool could cut their leg off. They did not function well after that. I'm sure of it. That's sad, actually, now that I think of it. But one must be careful with tools. The sharper the tool, the more one must be careful. Especially if you get around one of these beasts, because it'll dismember you in a heartbeat. And then, of course, there's power tools, and they're just flat dangerous as well. But I think we, as a rule, we probably give them a wide berth, you know, when in the safety realm, by trying to be careful with them, because we know that they can ruin our lives in a heartbeat. We don't consider a tool like this scythe or even an axe necessarily to be that dangerous, or for instance a hatchet or a machete. Somebody walks up to you wielding a machete, and unless you've been attacked by a machete, you're not as necessarily as nervous at first, I think. And then somebody swings on that thing, and you suddenly realize, oh my gosh, this thing's sharp and it could kill me. So never underestimate the danger of a bladed tool. Of course, I guess you can cave somebody's head in with a hammer. Oh, sorry. Being a little odd there. A little dark. Way to go, Jaikatel. Just a little dark, buddy. Scaring the kids. Oh, that's right. The kids aren't watching this video. Anyway, this is our lawn. Hilly and lumpy as all get out. Now, if I could just muster up a fire and burn the rest of it down. No, I'm kidding. We don't need to do that. But at some point, we should learn how to level. The moose is still standing over there. I don't dare risk attacking him because, well, I believe the moose would kill me. So I think for now we're going to put the scythe in the toolbox with the sickle. And we'll get our axe back up here where we want it to be. Move our strawberries over. And I think this is a good time as the sun sets again to say so long. Y'all have a pleasant day. We'll be talking to you soon. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. See ya.